Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Scott Dennis has the night off. Thank you for joining us. The American Red Cross Southwest Florida region saw an increase in the number of disasters that they had to respond to this year as opposed to previous years. And next year, they have a plan in place in hopes of reducing death and injury. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo has more. Dwayne.
Well, that's right, Haley. With the right amount of donations, a heavy dose of preparedness and education, Red Cross officials say their campaign will be successful.
You've seen the videos, heard the heartbreaking stories, and wherever there's a disaster, the American Red Cross has been there to help.
We've had a lot of folks go out this year. There's been a lot of need.
A need met by a group making up the majority of the organization.
That 95% of the work done by the American Red Cross is done by volunteers. So we have a very slim paid staff, and our volunteers are everything. We could not do what we do without our volunteers.
Volunteers like Denny Dione, who's been with the Red Cross for more than 10 years.
Well, I've got to have a purpose in life now that I'm retired, and this gives me purpose. It gives me relevancy.
Especially during a record year.
We've had more national responses out of this chapter this year than I can remember in a long time. The flooding in Louisiana, the wildfires in California.
And this year, the Southwest Florida chapter had a record number of 436 volunteers deployed, not only nationally, but locally as well.
Well, we respond to single-family fires on a regular basis, and that's really what we do most here, aside from planning and preparedness and educating the community.
Responding to these fires on average of about 2 to 4 times a week, the organization is looking to step up their efforts for next year.
We identify neighborhoods in need, and we install free smoke detectors in homes in the hopes of preventing and reducing deaths and injuries by 25% in 5 years.
And although they're on the right track this year when it comes to donations, Executive Director Megaree Van Sickle says they can always use more.
We do rely on the generosity of the community for all of our funding. We're not funded by the government. We raise our own funds here.
The Red Cross also has a nurses assistant training program, which they anticipate will grow next year. Haley?